Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we roll into Week 12 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football, these are the types of games that can help define your season. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home-field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Keelan Russell. Hit as he throws. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity. And I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Hill.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They try to pop a run on the draw. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Ready? Blue 30, blue 30. Check, check, check. 89-19 fireball. 89-19 fireball.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Go, go.
Starts to scramble to the left. Turning it on. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal.
Ready, ready. Ready, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Walton. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season. As a true freshman, he is just special.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Running to the left. Creates a little space. There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Carr makes the grab. It's Porter. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Running behind that left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On the run, it's Walton. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
Fourth down, Carr. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Breaks into the open. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Got a little grass. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the option. Quick toss. Finds a little space. He's loose. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Back has it. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Notre Dame right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Throwing, Carr. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Walton. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Right on the money. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Carr to throw for it on fourth. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
The give to the tailback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Russell. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Got his man to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10.
Let it go.
There's some room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Gets it to the back. He breaks a tackle. And the defense drags him down. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help. It's 3rd down now. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Throwing Russell. Makes the grab. And he will score!
big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mobley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Crosses the 30. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
It's on target and complete. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's Ole Miss looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here.
There's a live football. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Walton. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Right down the gut of the field. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Walton. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. He's got 98 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
Tide ready to roll on offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game with the toss play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down.
Red to the 4, red to the 4. Hey, move. Ready, go.
He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Go, go.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Alabama quickly back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Touchdown time! They take the lead with the 6.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed just stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Coming out with it, it's Mobley. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. On the ground, it's Walton. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of 1st downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. On the move, it's Hill. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Russell. Pressure coming. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Here he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride. There he goes! Makes it past the marker. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. To the ground. He's got it again. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. Blasted as he lets it go. It's picked off.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Balls it in and looking upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here come the Irish back on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They get to him as he throws and can't make the connection on the soft toss.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Snowed under by the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Better find the ear blocks. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now here's Carr. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making checks.
Hydro. Western. Box. Blue. Break. Ready, go.
Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And he makes the extra point. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner. The Irish use their third and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same.
Here's a little room there. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. The 30. At the 20. He's at the 10. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Alabama has the clock on his side, trying to finish the game. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To the air. It's Carr. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Gets it out quickly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. To the air again, Carr. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they turn it into a defensive score. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all